Starting at number 10, we have IVE, a girl group that debuted in 2021. Even as a newer group, IVE pulled in around 5.7 million monthly Spotify listeners, with nearly 1.9 million albums sold in 2025, which is impressive for a group still early in their career. This ranking is interesting because IVE didn't rely on long hiatuses to build hype. Instead, they released music consistently during the pandemic era, keeping public interest steady. Compared to their debut era, their recent releases show stronger vocals and more refined production, which explains why their growth feels stable rather than explosive. Did you expect IVE to still be climbing this steadily in 2026? At number 9 is TXT, a 5-member boy group known for storytelling-focused music. They won Best Song and Best Album at the 2025 Seoul Music Awards and sold about 2.4 million albums last year, with over 6.5 million monthly Spotify listeners. This ranking matters because TXT balances commercial success with critical recognition. Compared to more performance-heavy boy groups, TXT leans into emotional themes and experimental production, which attracts listeners looking for meaning, not just catchy hooks. Considering their awards momentum, do you think TXT could move higher next year? Coming in at number 8 is ENHYPEN. Their fan base grew by 45% between 2024 and 2025, and they now average over 9.3 million monthly Spotify listeners, with 2.6 million albums sold in 2025. This placement is interesting because ENHYPEN's rise is driven by younger global fans, rather than long-established domestic dominance. Compared to their debut period, their performances feel tighter and more confident, which explains the rapid fan growth. With this pace, ENHYPEN looks like a group that could break into the top 5 sooner than expected. At number 7 is aespa, winners of Song of the Year at the Korean Music Awards. They recorded nearly 10 million monthly Spotify listeners and sold 2.8 million albums in 2025. This ranking stands out because Korean music awards are judged by industry professionals, not fan votes. Compared to earlier releases, aespa's recent music shows clearer vocal direction and stronger stage identity, beyond just their virtual concept. It's a reminder that innovation only works when the music itself delivers. Number 6 goes to GIDLE, who won the Seoul Music Awards Daesang in 2025. They sold 3.2 million albums last year and maintain over 6.6 million monthly Spotify listeners. This ranking matters because Daesang wins usually favor mainstream-friendly acts, yet GIDLE earned it through artistic control. Compared to many girl groups, their sound is less predictable, which keeps both fans and critics engaged. Do you think their experimental style helps or limits their global growth? At number 5 is TWICE, one of the most consistent girl groups in K-pop history. They've sold over 32 million albums lifetime, with 23 million monthly Spotify listeners still tuning in regularly. This position shows longevity more than hype. Compared to newer girl groups, TWICE doesn't chase trends aggressively, but their frequent releases and promotions keep them visible year-round. Their continued success in both Korea and Japan explains why they remain firmly in the top tier. Just missing the top 3 at number 4 is Stray Kids. They achieved 6 consecutive Billboard #1 albums, sold 4.9 million albums in 2025, and averaged over 13.5 million monthly Spotify listeners. This ranking is especially interesting because Stray Kids rose without following safe formulas. Compared to earlier generations, their self-produced, darker sound feels more targeted and intentional. Considering their Billboard performance, did you expect them to rank even higher? At number 3, we have 17, ranked 3rd on the global artist chart. They sold 5.4 million albums in 2025 and maintain a highly engaged fan base across tours and online content. This ranking reflects loyalty more than viral exposure. Compared to groups with fewer members, 17's strength lies in teamwork, with all 13 members contributing creatively. Their steady release schedule and strong touring power keep them near the top year after year. Taking the number 2 spot is BLACKPINK, winners of MTV VMA Best Group and holders of over 56 million Spotify followers. They average 26 million monthly Spotify listeners, alongside 83 billion YouTube music views. This placement highlights global dominance rather than frequent comebacks. Compared to most K-pop groups, BLACKPINK releases music less often, but that scarcity builds massive anticipation. Their Western success plays a huge role here, especially with festival headlining and international awards.
Now look at me, how you like that?
And at number 1, unsurprisingly, is BTS. They've earned 6 Grammy nominations, placed 54 songs on the Billboard Hot 100, and maintain nearly 24 million monthly Spotify listeners, even during group hiatus periods. This ranking matters because BTS continues to dominate without constant group promotions. Compared to other groups, their influence extends beyond charts into culture, social discussion, and long-term relevance. Their creative involvement and message-driven music explain why they remain the most analyzed and talked about K-pop group worldwide. So looking at this list, which ranking surprised you the most, and which group do you think will climb higher in 2027?